This is the Plumb Line TV, where we get down to the truth.
Andree Clark, and we have our guest host today is Simone Jones.
Hello.
Hey, how y'all doing? And we're starting a new show called the Plumb Line, where we're gonna focus on things that are realistic in our world today, and we're bringing you our truth. And today's topic is Deion Sanders' effect in the SWAC and his major contribution to the HBCUs today. So with that, we're going to go and get started. We're going to talk about the SWAC first. The SWAC is a Southwestern Athletic Conference. That's what the SWAC stand for. It the other conferences also in the HBCUs, but we're particularly talking about the SWAC and how Deion has affected it today. So with that, we're going to go and get started. What are some of the points that we would like to come in effect today with?
Well, today we wanted to talk about the different tangible changes and impact that Deion Sanders has made on particularly the SWAC conference, but not only the SWAC conference, but really all of the HBCUs conferences, the football conferences in particular, and just how these HBCU conferences are evolving right before our eyes. And also we're going to talk about, Andree, how it's not just the HBCUs this is impacted. It's impacting really all of the smaller schools and the smaller conferences that have never had these opportunities before.
Yes.
So we're going to have a good talk today. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about it too. So I would like to start out by saying how Deion has made a change, stepping into being a head coach of Jackson State. He's made tremendous improvements of the school. He has them a brand new football stadium built. A new field, which was atrocious at first. You couldn't even work out on it. It was tearing up. So he got Walmart to fund them a brand new stadium. A field for the stadium, and also an athletic center where they can work out and heal and lift weights and, like a locker room, which they needed, which was on the scale where they needed a new facility to obtain some of these things that they needed, because they were so far behind for us remodeling and getting a new center, for them to practice and kind of be up to par. So with that, I know they loved that him coming to their school to represent them in a bigger and better playing field. So it looks good from the outside looking in. It really does. So with that, we're going to talk about some more points. I would like to talk about
Well, you know what you wanted to mention, Andree, was that how it was awesome that Deion Sanders invited Bethune-Cookman.
Yes.
To use their facility.
He showed them love, which
because he was in that same spot.
Yeah.
You
don't see a lot of schools where they share their facility with other schools. Mm-hmm. They're not able to have the same kind of facility that they did. So there was a humanity type of thing where he looked out for his other man and the brother man instead of just talking about it. He walked the walk, and it's so good to see in these days, which people are still loving each other and caring for each other. So with that was a big step in itself. They fed them, they housed them, they made them feel like they was part of their house. So with that, we need that kind of love in this world today. So with that, that's the love that he's showing. He's showing through media exposure. He's getting the black HBCU seen and unseen. He got them on game day. He got them on TV every day. His whole lifestyle is being documented, just to show how much he's doing.
Yeah.
And moving through making so many changes where, hey, it's shaking up a lot of things, and with that, hey, that's a blessing unto itself, which he said that God called him to be the coach of that team. You don't hear that often where a person said God called them to be the coach. So with that brings a lot of wisdom into what he's doing.
Yeah.
And
you could say that's even why it's probably having such great success.
I would agree with that too.
Yeah, because another notable mark about this whole evolution that's happening in these football conferences amongst the HBCUs is that Deion Sanders was able to attract the top recruits.
Top recruits.
Travis Hunter.
Yes.
For the 2022 school year.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, the whole sports world's jaw dropped.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it caught everybody's attention, and there was such just a commanding moment.
Yes, it was.
And everybody was like, "What's happening?
What is he telling
what
these kids?
What made this young man, the best in the country, leave a top-tier school like Florida State to go to an HBCU?" Mm-hmm. And I love what Deion Sanders said. He was like, "Why not?
Why not?
Why not go to an HBCU?" So it was a huge changing of the tide. And then that was followed by what happened at Alabama State.
They got a lead recruit too.
Yes.
Which was the quarterback.
Several months later, they got a head recruit to come as well. And what was that gentleman's name?
I'm not familiar with his name.
Let's see. Let me see if I got his. Oh, Demetrius Davis. Demetrius Davis left Florida State. He was a top-tier quarterback that Florida State had attracted, but he left Florida State to come to
Alabama State
with Aaron Robinson Jr., who's a very reputable HBCU coach as well. So it's like, and that was several months after this big change. I mean, this big recruit of Travis Hunter by Jackson State. So another jaw-dropping, like, what is happening?
Yes, how are the kids coming to the HBCUs, which never attracted those kind of kids before. They usually got 4th or 5th rated kids, but now they got the number 1s and the number 2s looking at the schools and coming to the HBCU. So that's a journey upon itself. That's the type of thing that make a lot of big major teams, these big super teams that we see from the SEC and the ACC and the Big Ten and all that. It makes them get kind of shooken up to see what bringing those kids to those universities, but we know, like we all have to make a change. Mm-hmm. We all have to make better decisions and supporting each other. So it's just a change that needs to be done that was inevitable. It was going to happen. And it's just started happening as Deion did his thing. So
right. Andree, as a man, I think you have I just want to tap into your perspective. What do you think was the rationale in these young men's minds? What do you think what was the draw for them to?
I think the draw was them meeting Deion, mm-hmm. and Deion broke it down to him. He said that he's gonna not pamper the people or pamper the kids, but if you want to be a pro, I can teach you how to be a pro. So they made a lot of changes, and they seen his effect he had in the NFL, and a lot of other kids wanted to follow. They wanted to at least have an opportunity, which he has given. He's also teaching them how to be more men, better men in just today's world as a professional black man. Instead of just teaching them football, he's teaching them all around how to be a class act as you are, as he wants you to be on his team. It's not just a football thing. He's making it a life-changing thing, which I know, like means the best for everybody. Just make them presentable and, humbling them. And he's showing them love and compassion, as I can see, as you can see, as we see about him, as the kids just love him.
Yeah.
I don't know what he do to the kids.
He's basically been not only a coach, but a father too.
A father figure too.
Especially in the black community where in some households fathers aren't present. I think that's a big key of
getting the recruits too.
Right. That's one draw for sure. And like you said, it's that he was one of the the most impressive NFL players.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, and to be coached by him, who wouldn't go?
Hey,
do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
And
you want to be the great, you got to teach by the great. So
exactly. Well said. And I mean, even though these top 5 conference they have a ton of money, I don't know if you can point to one team that has an ex-NFL player that's coaching.
I don't either.
And so I think clearly that's definitely one of the biggest draws, which is really awesome. And what a power position Deion Sanders is in right now.
Yes, it is.
And I just honor him for using his influence to lift these schools up. And again, I don't think it's just impacting the HBCU schools.
I think it's for all the smaller schools.
All the smaller schools.
To have a voice.
Yes.
To have an opinion now. To know that you're not fighting in a dead end. You got something to look forward to or look up to. You're getting the same scale as everybody else getting, instead of, one hand higher than the other one. The other one, you meet at the middle, and once you get an opportunity, you feel like you can conquer the world.
Right, and that's a good point. And what's happening is that the scales are being balanced.
Yes, that's what I meant to say. The scales are being balanced.
And you said that. The scales are being balanced because of what we know has happened back in history, when there is a great disadvantage to minorities.
Yes.
And it showed up in every part of society, in the education system.
Yes.
Particularly, which is, let's address it. Let's be real. That's why a lot of the white schools are so powerful and prominent and so well financed right now.
Yes, they are.
So what's happening is, instead of just a section of the schools having a lion's share of the opportunities and resources in the football arena, the college football arena,
sports all the way around, not just the football, the basketball, the baseball, the education part.
That's right.
Every
and that's the beauty of this, isn't it, Andree? It's not just impacting football; it's impacting the whole sports arena across the board for all schools, so that every school will it's giving all schools a greater opportunity to take advantage of opportunities and resources. Everybody's being able to come to the table and eat.
That's right.
That's powerful.
That's super powerful.
That's what it's about.
A lot of people not glad to see it, but hey, it's got to come. It's coming like it is. And the doors are wide open now. So, when you put the light, you shine the light on the HBCUs, which is light has been off for so many years. When the light come on, everybody got to start paying attention. You know what I mean? It's an eye-opening passable thing that we see that comes, you know. So you really have to acknowledge it.
Right. So the question is, how is the collegiate football arena about to look? Because it looks like the script is flipping.
Oh,
it's like the bag is, it's just the whole system is changing.
Yes, it is.
Which is amazing and it's exciting. And, but we talked about this. This is a cautionary note. We just want to make sure that it's fair for everybody.
Yes.
No matter what color your skin is, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're a Samoan brother, a white brother, whatever. It just needs to be fair. And everybody needs to be given a fair opportunity. Everybody needs to be given the resources to be able to compete.
Yes.
And, in the football conferences on equal playing level. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Yeah. So what I see happening is all the schools are about to come up to the same level.
Yes, which they need to.
Right. And everybody be able to compete on an even playing level, which is awesome and exciting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
And
is. I want to see some of these things change.
Yes.
And allowing other kids besides the kids from the big 5 league teams, they're the same old
schools on TV on the big.
Yeah, you know who always on TV. And
right.
Who got the big recruits and same old every year. You know what I mean?
Right.
They had the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams in the same league. Just, they left their mark. You don't give the other kids an opportunity. You don't look at them. You don't say, hey, they're worthy of pro opportunities. You know what I mean? So you got to involve everybody if you're really trying to have a fair playing field. You got to have everybody. So
that's right. And that article on Sports Illustrated just released a couple of days ago where Deion Sanders challenged again. I'm telling you, he is pushing the envelope.
Yes, he is.
And he said, why can't they be invited to any of the bowl games?
I don't know. And
that was a huge question.
Yeah.
And he made the point that some of them that are going to the bowl games have awful records.
Yeah.
6 and 5. And it's
5,
like, and he says, here I am. Here is Jackson State. Undefeated in their conference, and even outside of the conference, those that they played 9-0 and 6-0 in the SWAC conference. It's like, why not? Mm-hmm. And what's awesome is one of their key players, I think it was their running back, he got invited to one of the bowls, which was exciting. So that was awesome. So some new doors are being opened.
And, that's good. That's all it's about, the new doors being open and the changes being made.
Let me tell you, the power that Deion Sanders has right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he could start his own bowl.
I could see that too.
Because look, remember we were talking about what were those 2 rappers that have contributed? I think it was
Ja Rule and P. Diddy.
Yeah. And how much did P. Diddy contribute?
I think he contributed $1 million.
$1 million.
Yes, he's
to Howard and to Jackson State.
Yeah.
And then Ja Rule is giving the proceeds of his NFTs, which is going to be a nice piece of money too, to several HBCUs, not just Jackson State. So here are these millionaires sitting on the side and just coughing up money because they see some strides being made.
Yeah.
So we're just excited.
Yes, we are.
To see this unfolding now and unfolding in our lifetime. And I just commend, Deion Sanders, Aaron Robinson Jr., and I'm sure there are many others that we don't know of that have
influenced it.
Yeah, that caused this to happen. We are cheering for them to continue and for the bowl games and again, not just for football, But like you said,
all the sports.
It's going to be a domino effect across the
all
whole, because the conferences aren't just football. They are other sports as well.
Right.
So football is putting their toe into the door, but it's going to help everybody.
Yes, ma'am. It's going to help everybody. I can see it going on.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's a beautiful thing. And let's see. Was there anything else you wanted to mention about this?
I'm okay.
Yeah, it's tremendous. So we're going to keep our finger on the pulse of this whole thing, and
we're going to keep our finger on it.
Yes.
And we're going to come with more shows. You know, this is just the first show, so we're trying to get it in order.
That's right.
So y'all be patient with us and subscribe and comment and like it.
That's right. What do you all think about this?
Yes.
Feel free to leave a comment below. What do you see coming down the pipe for these HBCU conferences? How do you think it's going to impact not only the HBCU sports conferences,
smaller schools, not
smaller schools, the smaller white schools. I mean, all small schools.
Yes.
And we'd like to hear what you think about that. So drop a comment. If you enjoyed this conversation with us, feel free to give us a like.
Yes.
And subscribe.
Yes. Come on in here with us and join this journey that we're taking to involve you and us too. Yeah,
here at the Plumb Line, we like to discuss the truth. And, just weigh things and see really what the truth is. So join us.
Yes.
Every week. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon.
Yes.